Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy. Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I am your host, King053, Mr. Easy Imali, and we're back at it again. Now, the past week was the final registration, physical registration period. You can still register online. Go to the IEC website and register. Please, my young people and my first-time voters, please make sure that you go and register to vote. It's very important for you guys to register and vote. You cannot take away that right from the people who have died. You cannot take it lightly. You need to exercise your democratic right to cast your vote. It's very important. One thing I've always said about the ANC is that the ANC, I'll agree with Collen Malatjie, and I don't agree with him a lot because I see him as one of the young leaders who are not as impactful as I would like him to be. I think he can do more, and I think he must break out of the shell of kissing the mother body's ass and speaking, not speaking for the youth, but speaking about the youth. You know, he for me, he does not come across as someone that speaks for the youth. He counts his words when he's speaking to Cyril Ramaphosa, the Secretary General, and when he speaks about because he wants to climb the ranks also of the ANC. So for me, Collen Malatjie is that type of a person of, I think he can do better. He can do better, and that is my input to him. So Collen, you can do better. Now, one thing I've always said about the ANC is that they don't do a good job in terms of profiling or advertising the good work that they do in the communities. They don't do a good job because I think some of these people that benefit from the ANC programs and everything are not really cadres of the ANC. You can hear when they speak that these people are politically clueless of what is happening. And okay, let me just play this video so you guys can get an idea what I'm talking about.
Now we're here today to meet all stakeholders, but also the youth that have benefited from programs of the ANC. We're proving to South Africans that it is not true that in the past 30 years the ANC has done nothing for South Africans. Today, everywhere else in the country was showcasing the work that has been done, but we're saying more must be done, and the ANC agrees that more young people must come into economic activities of their own country. We're celebrating that victory of the ANC in 30 years of democracy. Thank you.
Greetings everyone, my name is Dr. Mabongi Jessica Nyalungu. I studied in the Javan Tambov State University in Russia via the Mpumalanga Department of Education scholarship, which I am very grateful for because I achieved a lot of things, such as the best delegate, best memorandum in the Model United Nations, and I achieved a lot of BRICS opportunities, and I continue to thrive in them, and which I'm sincerely grateful for. And today I said a speech to President Cyril Ramaphosa, thanking him and thanking the province for helping all of us, and I believe that they will continue helping us in the future. Thank you.
I started my course in 2019 and I completed last year in 2023. So all this thing, it was made possible by our Department of Education. We managed to get the bursary through applying in the Department of Education. So we were shortlisted and we were interviewed and we managed to get the bursary amongst the fortunate students. I was one of them. So I completed my degree last year. So I just recently came back.
I was part of a program, a bursary or scholarship program by the Mpumalanga government and its Department of Education. I started studying in 2017 and I completed in 2022, and they funded me throughout. They covered transport costs, they covered tuition, they gave us a monthly stipend, which I really enjoyed. And yes, everything was just covered. I came back, the Department of Agriculture took care of everything else after that to make sure that as best as a vet can be. Yeah, that's just it.
Now, if you know how to read people's intellect just by the way they speak, you can hear that these people are not politically inclined or involved, or I don't know what is the right word I can use, but these are not young people that are in politics, and that's the mistake that political parties like the ANC make. I see now they are using komota. Political parties are trying to use these young people, social media influencers, and trending people. I think the EFF is using Gogo Maria and all of that, which is very good. Which is very good. Involve these young people in politics. Let them know that there's something bigger than just going to a stage and performing and singing and dancing and all of that. There's something bigger than just that. So for me, I think the ANC does not do a good job in advertising the good work that they do. I mean, there is some good work that they do, but it get out clouded and out bullied by the bad press that they get from what you call mainstream media and all of that. It gets out, those things are always in our face. When ANC does something bad, it's always in our face, and the good is always parked on the side. And I think that hurts the ANC more than they will ever know. It has because if you are going to bring these people out now when it is time for election, people are not going to bite into the bait as much as if you could have done it last of last year and all of that. Like, do it monthly. That's why I say the ANC Youth League, for me, is not doing the justice that it must do in terms of advertising the good work that the ANC has done for some youth members. I know they can do more. Like Collen says, they need to do more. Actually, they are not doing enough. But the little that they are doing, there's a little smaller yana that they are doing. They were supposed to advertise it in such a way that it looks big. That is how you do politics. You play the psychology mind, and you play with the mindset and the visuals of the people, what the people see. That's why in other countries like Zimbabwe, the ruling party, the government controls media because they don't want this negative press going out. But in South Africa, we've got the freedom of press and everything, freedom of opinion, association, on the right for speaking your mind and all of that. So people are always speaking against the ANC. I'm not sure if you guys agree with me or not on the comment section. I'm not saying, yeah, glory to ANC, they're doing great. I'm saying the little that they do right, they don't advertise it or press it properly so that people can see the good that they are doing. It's late now to come and bring people who have studied and whatever. Like, do videos with these people when they are still in Russia and say, we've got learners in Russia. They must speak well. They are still there. Formulate a documentary where you can play it all the time on TV and people can see, wow, children are studying because of the ANC. Children are in Cuba. Children are in. Do the documentary so that the people can see the great work that you are doing. Don't wait for the children to complete their studies, and after you complete their studies, you bring them in front of a camera. They can't even speak because they are not politically educated. Political education, dollar. You guys go in the comment section and tell me if you agree or not. It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imale Nengi. Now let's get a word from our sponsor.
Black Heart, the Hustle Continua. 100% good quality t-shirts, made to inspire your goals and dreams. T-shirts are now available at an affordable price. Place your order now. 068-473-6908. Instagram at Black7576. Facebook page Black Heart.